morning, friends, and welcome to Yoga Galactica Love Stream from our hearts and homes to yours. I slept in a little bit today. It's very strange. I was getting up before the quarantine started at like 6:37, no later than 8, and right now I just can't seem to get enough sleep, so I'm guessing my body just really needs that, and yeah. I hope you're all well today. I had a morning thought that I want to share, but first I'm going to share this on my Facebook page, and if you are joining us, if you're here, we love you, and if you could share this on your page, that would be incredible, and then we'll get started. It's a beautiful day in LA, gorgeous outside, which always makes me feel so much better. The sun, I am definitely a sun person. Hi Tanya, good to see you, welcome. Hey Gretchen, good morning. I'm just sharing this on my Facebook page quickly. Hi Vanita, and maybe Anaya and Julian, welcome everyone. Let me share. My glasses are right here. Okay. Here we go. Yoga, Galactica. Stream. Okay. Shared, liked, and with that, go back to the post. Technology, always catching up. Okay, here we are. Hi, Tanya, thank you for sharing. Yeah, Benita, I have been feeling super tired too. Good morning, Eric. Welcome, everyone. So, I've been getting a lot of messages from people and doing my best to reach out and stay grounded and centered like everyone else. And good morning, Gretchen. Gosh, everyone. And I'm achy too. I actually feel like Gretchen just said she was tired and a little achy. And I did something yesterday with my back. And it's such a strange pinch, like I can't find it, but I feel it in my body. And you know, the thing is that our bodies need rest to detoxify, to reset, and it's so essential to sleep. Sleep is one of the most basic but most fundamental things that we need to heal. And so I wish I was a nap person so that I would be able to, hi Jessica, to nap during the day, and maybe I'll try to do a yoga nidra today. But my morning thought came in so clear, and it is this. When we are alone, we face ourselves in the most beautiful and terrifying ways. And that just came in so clear. It was after a dear friend sent me a message about dealing with anxiety, and I've had anxiety, you know, and it's so interesting because sometimes we face ourselves and we feel so strong and we've got this and everything is flowing in the best way that it can, and then there's other times that we are looking right into the demons of our past, right into those wounds that maybe we thought we dealt with, but yet they're still there, and they surface in sometimes such uncomfortable ways. And we will get through this quarantine, But what I've been doing is really looking at those things that surface and realizing that I need to really tenderly look at these things now and then definitely as soon as I'm able to sit with my mentor, my teacher, Miranda Barrett, I need to deal with those things. I need to look at them and you know, because it's interesting. There's so many things that we feel that we've worked through, and then a little thing will pop up and say, hey, I'm still here. And many, you know, that there's been a lot that surfaced for me, and I'm just so thankful for the work that we've done to prepare ourselves for this. And each one of you sitting right here, right now, has done that work. And if you feel like you haven't, you're doing it by showing up and sitting and breathing and meditating and allowing yourself to be vulnerable and allowing yourself to feel. All of that is so important to do, you know? And if we can look at those things that come up with love so tenderly and know just that those are the things that we still need to take a second look at, we'll get through this. We will. And we'll come out stronger. Because in hindsight, all of those things that pop up will give us such great strength and more self-love when we look at them. So thank you all. Good morning, Carrie. Oh my gosh, I love you. I love Amy. So good to see you, Jody. Hello, good to see you, Crystal. Good to see you, Jenny Biondo in the house. Oh, Eugenie. Oh my gosh, we have so many people live right now. We love you, we love you, we love you. If there's anyone that I can't see here, you might be joining from my Facebook page, and that's, I'll reply to you after this, but thank you so much for joining us. Siri, is there anything you want to add? Did you hear my morning thought?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing to touch on working with our mentor is
Jamila.
Our kryptonite, kind of like these shadow sides of ourselves or these dark parts that have held us back in ways or made us unsavory or whatnot. Those kryptonites, once you work with them and you understand them and you bring them to light, can then be our superpowers.
Yes.
And so that's a really good way to look at it. Instead of looking at yourself perhaps as flawed or troubled or broken or whatever, however we look at ourselves, you can start to see those parts as superpowers that just need to be revealed, like Superman. He literally has kryptonite, but I don't think you can transform that kryptonite into a superpower. Anyways,
well,
you kind of get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know
right?
what you're saying, and actually this is something that I've said for years. As many of you know, I am an alcoholic living my best life. Saying that I'm in recovery,
she is a recovered.
I don't know that I'm
alcoholic.
recovered. It's like this is a thing that I have to look at. And I just tenderly look at it and love it. But I am so much more than that. However, when I looked at alcohol, when I read about it, when I delved into learning about what my relationship with alcohol was, I was able to realize that for me it's a poison, and I was able to let it go. And I'll be 12 years sober or 13, I think, on May 15th of this year, possibly in quarantine. And to be very honest with you, since the day that I stopped drinking, I had not thought about drinking until, and I didn't think about drinking. It just came into my mind, and it was last Wednesday, and I was very, very down, very depressed, and it popped into my head. And it was so bizarre because my brain doesn't even register. Like, usually I'm like, oh, it makes me make this face like, ew, acid's going into my throat. But I was in such a dark place that I was like, well, where, are we ever going to get it? I was in a dark place. And what happened is when alcohol came into my mind, I got anxiety so bad that I literally couldn't breathe because I wasn't understanding what was going on with my brain. And I just started crying. And thank God, Siri saw this, and he said to me, he said, is everything okay? And I said, no. I said, no, it's not. And the thing with me and addiction and alcohol is I have to immediately bring to light what's coming up, because if I hide it, that was my thing. I hid everything. So I had to immediately bring it up and talk to him about it. And once I did, things started to lift and move from my body. I also did the Wim Hof breath. Like, I had to breathe. I had to get this energy moving through my body. But, since I've let go of alcohol, I talk about it I talk about it as much as I can. I let people know that it's not my jam, and it's funny because I still have friends that are like, you have to try this wine or this liquor, this, and I'm like, okay, But, bringing these things to light, talking about them, reaching out to friends, that takes so much courage. It takes so much courage to talk about these things and bring them to light. And we are all going through this together. And, letting go of alcohol in so many ways has let me step into my superpowers and be the best version of self. And in hindsight, I am so thankful that it all came to light, because it's given me so much self-love and strength in my body. So, yeah. Boom. Well, we love you all, and it's time for some yoga. So let's get with it. Would you like to start today?
Sure.
Love you all.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. It sounds like we've got quite the crew joining us, so it's amazing. Even though we cannot see you, we can feel you, and like Kamala said, we're going to respond to all of your messages. This quick shift is just as much for you guys, for us, as it is for you guys, because it's one thing that's keeping us anchored throughout our days, our weeks. Every day is turning into Blur's Day. I heard that the other day, which I'm not sure if you're experiencing this, which I'm sure you actually are, but the days just seem to meld into each other with very little structure. But this quick shift is giving us a little structure, even though there's some mornings where I'm like, man, do I have to wake up? Do I have to do this? And this voice in my head says, yes, do it. And then once you're done, then you can do whatever you need to do. So we make that commitment to you guys as well as to us, and it really helps. And the fact that you're all watching and tuning in right now means so much, so thank you. The best way to experience this transmission is to plug into some speakers if you can. The audio is the most important part. Yes, the video is important as well. You can put it right there. The video is also important, but the audio is what's really going to make this experience that much better if you're able to amplify it. So I'll give you a minute to do that if you need to. Grab a mat, grab a towel, a blanket, some water, some tea, whatever it is that helps you drop into your space, and we are going to get started. So in your room, your living room, your home, your bedroom, outside, wherever you may be practicing with us, just try to find a space that you can be distraction-free for these next 30 to 40 minutes as we do a little bit of movement, some breath work, and then finish with a lovely sound bath to give you a nice little quick shift. So we're going to start in a seated position, sitting upright, legs crossed. Now, if you need to, you can lean against a wall or a couch, or if you have a firm pillow, you can put that under your hips so you can sit up nice and tall. And in this position, let your hands float down to your knees. Let your eyes close, and let your breath just be nice and smooth in and out through the nose. No need to change how you're breathing, just noticing your breath. And now let your spine begin to rock left and right. Just feeling the weight of your body gently shift left, gently shift right, then back to the left, back to the right, then come back to center. Take a nice big inhale, roll the shoulders up to the ears. And as you exhale, let them roll down the back. And we repeat, inhale, roll those shoulders up to the ears, squeeze. And exhale, let them roll down the back. One more time. Inhale, shoulders up to the ears, squeeze. Exhale, they roll down the back. Now we take the hands and we rub them together, create some heat, some friction. And then press the palms together, thumbs touch into the center of the chest. And we take this moment to drop in the 4-hour session. First and foremost, to set an intention for how we would like to move today. Perhaps there's something you'd like to work on or receive, something you'd like to let go. Whatever it is, get a clear idea of what that is. Let it boil down to one simple word, maybe two, and then take a nice big inhale. Hold the breath full right at the top. Imagine you're pressing that intention through the lungs, into the blood, into every cell of your body. And then as you exhale, let the chin fold into the chest. And as you turn inward here, we take this moment to honor first our physical body, then honor our mental state, our emotional state, as well as our spiritual essence, that eternal part of us that resides forever. And then taking this next moment to send some love and gratitude to all of our teachers, mentors, the guides, our ancestors, those that have shared these teachings with us so we are able to practice and share today. Then take a nice big inhale, sit up tall, hold the breath full right at the top, and exhale, release. Let the hands come walking out onto the mat in front of you. Reach the arms as far forward as you can without lifting the hips up. So the hips might want to lift up, and when you feel that happen, pause and then press the hips back down. And then let your chin just float down into the chest. And here we take some long, deep breaths. Walk the hands 6 inches over to the right. Let the nose float in the direction of the knee. And take 3 deep breaths here. And then walk the hands 6 inches over to the left. Nose in the direction of the knee, and take 3 deep breaths here. Back to center, roll up and over the legs, and we're just going to float up into a nice low squat right here. So find your feet pressing down to the earth underneath you, and then lean back a little bit. Try to get into those heels, and then let your spine and tailbone be long towards the earth. You can keep those arms reaching forward for just a moment. Let the chin tuck into the chest. Just being in this low squat is a really good way to decompress the spine. Now bring the hands into prayer position. Bring them close to your chest and take your elbows to the insides of the knees. And just gently press on the insides of the knees with the elbows. And then with the knees, try to press inward onto the elbows. So you're creating this nice dynamic inward press with the knees and outward press through the elbows. And then just let the hips roll a little bit to the left and to the right. You can again let the chin fold into the chest. And then let the chin lift up to the sky. Good. Now, release the hands, and we're going to stretch the legs up into a forward fold here on our mat. And now again, we take some long, deep breaths into this forward fold, right into the backs of the legs. Feel the backs of the legs opening up. And again, let your upper body just be nice and loose here. We're going to inhale with both knees straight, and then exhale, bend just the right knee and keep the left leg straight. And take 3 deep breaths right into the back of that left leg. Straighten the right, exhale, bend the left. And now keep that right leg straight as the left knee bends, and you're just going to feel a nice stretch through the whole back of that right leg. It's a subtle yet potent stretch here. Good, now let both knees bend and walk the hands forward into a downward facing dog. And here we create the shape of a triangle with the body. So look down at your feet. They're parallel to each other, just about 6 inches apart. Just begin to walk the feet in place. So bending one knee at a time, straightening the opposite leg. Nice and smooth, nice and slow. If you were to look up at your hands are about shoulder width apart with the fingers spread wide, palms pressing down. Good, now we're going to shift the weight forward all the way into plank position, top of a push-up. And here we take 3 deep breaths. So just feel the weight of the body shift left and right, forward and back. Good. Come back to center, take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, push up into cobra. Take it slow here. Sometimes in the morning, the back can be nice and tender, so keep the elbows bent. Lift the chin, lift the chest, 3 deep breaths. Good, inhale, center. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, all the way back up to downward dog. Step the feet forward in a plank position, and then inhale, roll the spine up, nice and smooth, nice and slow. Coming all the way back up, and coming standing tall into mountain pose. Good, inhale, we're going to sweep the arms, reach out, reach up. Exhale, we're going to fold forward, take it slow here. Good. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, roll the spine up. Now sweep the arms up, connect the palms above the head. Exhale, let them float down the center line of the body and all the way down. Now we're going to step the feet really wide apart. So make a nice big base with the feet, about 3 to 4 feet in between. We're going to do a nice little windmill motion, so good for the whole body right in the morning, getting that spine going, the legs. So we're going to inhale, open the arms wide into a big star shape, and then exhale, we're going to fold and gently twist the left hand to the right foot. Inhale up, exhale, right hand, left foot. Good, inhale up, exhale, fold, opposite. Inhale up. Exhale, alternating. Good. Inhale up, pause briefly. Exhale, fold. And keep going. Here we go.
Your way on.
Good. Just 20 more seconds. That's it. Good. Stay smooth. Deep breaths. 10 seconds. pause here. Take it nice and slow. Just let the breath come back to neutral. We're just going to wiggle those feet a little bit closer in towards the body. Now what we're going to do is some knee raises. So take the hands, bring the thumb and first finger of the hands together. This is called Gyan Mudra. And then we're simply going to bring the elbows up to the shoulder height. We're going to inhale, arms up, right knee up. Exhale, all down. Inhale, arms up, left knee up. Exhale, all down. So we alternate. It looks like this. Good, that's it. Try to get those knees above the waistline. Really press them up. Good. Use that breath. Find your rhythm. Not long, 30 seconds. And if you want an extra little boost, you can come up to the tippy toes, the balls of the feet as you lift up. Good. 20 seconds. Exhale, hands float down. And again, just pause here. 3 deep breaths. Feel all that energy swirling through the body. Feel your heart pumping. We're activating the body. Good. Now, take the hands above the head. We're just going to bounce up and down a little bit. Just bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Jump up just a little bit. Hands above the head. Shake the hands. Make a little noise. Shake the head. And just shake out the whole body. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, place the hands down, step the feet back into plank position, top of a push-up. Deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, pressing up to cobra. Exhale, shifting all the way back into child's pose. Knees spread wide, palms pressed together in front of the mat. Slowly lower the forehead down. Take 3 to 5 slow, deep breaths. And when you're ready, we're just going to come rolling, stretching the body forward all the way out. And then come rolling over onto your back on the mat. We've got just one more exercise before we're going to do some breath work. So, lying down on your back, we're going to go ahead, take the hands by the sides, and we're going to inhale, straighten the right leg all the way up. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Inhale, left leg all the way up. Exhale, lower it down, and we continue. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep going. we now prepare for some breath work.
All right, beautiful job. Bodies are feeling alive, which always makes you feel more connected. So taking a minute just to feel that connection with your body. What a gift this miracle is, your body. Feeling your breath flowing through you. And I always love to remember that every single being right here, right now is breathing with us. So feeling that connection and feeling this beautiful earth who gives and gives and gives to us just like you are giving to you right now. So feeling that connection, and we're going to jump into a breath that literally has saved my life in so many ways, and it is the Wim Hof breath. Just give yourself your all, even if you've done this 100 times with us. Test yourself, trust yourself, go a little deeper. So it's a powerful inhale, a soft exhale. You need to be laying down on the ground to do this breath, otherwise you can pass out. You can be on your couch, you can be on an easy chair, but make sure you're laying down and you're supported. The breath sounds like this. So jump in. Powerful inhale, soft exhale. Just about a third of the breath exits the body. And the inhale is so deep that the belly is raising, the chest is rising, the whole body is getting fueled up and brought into an alkaline state just by you doing this work right here, right now. So even if you've done this with us before, again, go a little deeper. This is the time. This breath will shift you so quickly. So give yourself your all. Breathe with intention. Sometimes I have trouble focusing on myself. My brain never stops. So I think about somebody in my life that's going through a challenge, and I literally breathe for them. And you're welcome to do that as well. Powerful breaths, even going deeper. How much can you give to yourself? How much intention can you put into this work? What if with every breath there was a word that danced upon that breath, like love or immunity or health or community? Breathe come back to your flow of breath. Doesn't this breath make you realize how sacred every single breath is to every living being? It is the first thing that we do when we're born. It is the last thing that we do when we leave this earth. It is so precious. Let's jump into that one more time together. So if you're just joining us, lay down on the floor, lay on your couch, or recline in an easy chair, but please no sitting up to do this. You can pass out. All right, here we go. Powerful inhale, soft exhale. breathing that in for this last bit, filling yourself with whatever positive affirmations in this last bit that you can. I am manifesting abundance, health, love, magic, community, creativity, inspiration in my life. I am open. I am a receptor. And whenever you need to, exhaling all of the breath out and coming back. To your breath. This precious flow of prana moving through you every moment of the day. And yet so often we forget to even look at where it is. When it's up in the chest, we're feeling anxious, we're feeling angry, we're feeling fear, we're feeling so much. Today, when you feel that, place your hands on your belly and try to make your hands move as you breathe, coming back into this space. In this space, the womb, the belly. For men, I know it's just your belly, but guess what? Every single human being came from this place right here. So it's very sacred. So placing your hands upon that place, if you're a man, remembering, if you're a human being, it doesn't matter. There's so many different types of us at this point, and I love you all, we love you all. So whoever you all came from right here in the belly. So today, place your hands on that area and remember where you came from and just breathe into that space. Breathe into it. It's time to relax now, so cover your eyes if you can. Get a blanket, wrap yourself in it. It's time to receive the gift of sound and just relax. And let all of the energy that you've cultivated in this practice be taken to wherever it needs to go in the body. Anything that needs to be released, we let it go with love right here, right now. So together, let's take a deep inhale through the nose. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Open the mouth. Relax. What has been hidden below layers of distraction, coveted by entertainment, wounds from childhood, tiny paper-thin cuts, slices of experiences slashed again and again, covered with band-aids, salved with binge watching, binge eating, binge spending. What of all these psychic tattoos who have slashed your mind, your heart, your body? Paralyzed areas of your life that stalked you in the shadows, hunched over, heart crossed, no desire to tread. Now, with the world stood still, turned on its axis, the hourglass flipped. We are forced to steal a look, to feel the sorrow, the regret, to turn our eyes backward, denials, distractions, drugs of choice, as we pour ointment on the wound, attempting to numb with morphine like speed. This is no longer the way. Self-responsibility has reared its head with fangs and claws drawn in fierce loving kindness for reality as governments, hospitals, and stock markets crumble around our ears. Where do we turn? What do we trust? The time is now to turn to self-reliance, to become self-responsible. Become your own alchemist, your own investor. Become your own medicine woman, medicine man, your own healer, your own shaman, teacher, guide. This is a time like no other. Your choice, stay asleep or awaken your deepest inner conscience. Stay unchanged, stuck, bonded, tethered in the old ways, with fear at the helm, with ego in controlling of the hurling whip, your own hand slashing your psyche, drawing first blood to feed the parasite, or you turn your head, your body, your heart, your inner intelligence to something greater, to a pulse, to a heartbeat, to a knowing, a quiet, still hum. Unchanging the sound the sages heard before the roar of technology, the rhythm you felt under the surface deep in your belly. Who will you become? This is the bear in hibernation, the caterpillar in a cocoon, a snake sloughing its skin. This is your moment, your chance, your opportunity to find what is of vital importance, to restore your faith, to restore what you treasure, so your life, once again, can belong to you. That was Miranda Barrett. Thank you. Breathing that into your body. Remembering we do have choices.